Hello everyone! Today, as you can probably see, I'm sharing a video footage of me painting a black t-shirt. This t-shirt was a part of a gift that I gave to my bestie for their birthday, and I also decided to film my process of making this gift because even though I tested some aspects of painting on fabrics, but I wasn't really sure about everything, and I also thought this could be a nice teaching moment or like a tutorial video. So here we are. And in this video you will see some video clips of the process I took while making it, and you will hear the steps I took and what mistakes I might have made along the way so you could avoid them, and I might suggest how to avoid them. I might not. Yeah, hopefully you either will find this insightful or entertaining. If you will make a unique t-shirt, jumper, or any other piece of clothing because of some help from this video, make sure to tag me or share it to me on Instagram. I would love to see your creations. Okay, so let's start off going over the steps I took to make this. First thing was I sketched out the design idea that I wanted to paint. After I had the sketch, I made a clean digital version of the design and printed out the size I wanted. Then, with a box cutting knife, I cut out the design from the paper to make a shape of the design for the base color. I placed the stencil where I thought it would fit best, secured it by taping down the edges of the paper. Under the area where I wanted the design, I put an old supermarket magazine to avoid the paint seeping through the other side of the shirt. When I got the area ready, I mixed up the paint mixture, which for me was around maybe 70% acrylic and 30% fabric conditioner, or for American English, fabric softener. Maybe it could have been 80 and 20%. Like, I didn't measure anything, I just make sure that it would mix nicely and have sort of that creamy soup consistency. Then, when I painted the first layer of the white paint mixture, I placed parchment paper and ironed it. And here was the first few mistakes I did. First, I placed the parchment paper before letting the paint naturally to dry, even just a little bit, because some of the paint peeled off after I removed the parchment paper. Second thing, I didn't remove the stencil paper before I ironed it. In some spots, that paper got stuck. And third thing was the magazine was not it, because it got wet and wavy, which made the paint on the shirt look like it got zebra stripes. Alright, after that many errors, I tried to fix it, and I think I successfully fixed the base paint after doing I don't even know how many layers of paint and ironing. I placed my printed and cut out design, but beforehand I covered the back of the paper design with the pencil graphite. This was obviously to make it possible to mark the lines of the design that I needed to paint. After that, I mixed up the black paint mixture in the same way as I described earlier. Finally, I started to paint the actual design and made the same mistake again with like a cherry on top. I didn't wait for the paint to dry, and also the paint wasn't evenly painted. So in some spots there were black paint lumps, which when I placed my iron, it spread out the same way when you step on a bug, which you know what that means, more fixing, yay! So I started firstly fixing it with some of my base color paint, which again took too many layers to count, with ironing in between each layer, of course. When I was fixing out things with the white paint, I also added a white outline to the design to make it more visible, so it could pop out more. After all the white paint, I did less but pretty much the same type of fixing with the black paint. Layer of black paint, ironing, layer of paint, ironing, and so on. And that was pretty much it. I tried to really take time with the final ironing to make sure that what I have painted would really stay there. Also, what you will see as the final result in this video is not really the final result in real life, because my camera died and I did some more touch-ups, but it looks pretty similar, so I think it's fine to show you all that as the finished product. Plus, I have literally already gifted this, so yeah. Anyways, the finished t-shirt felt really similar to what you can find in stores, so I think that could mean that I did something right. By the way, I forgot to mention it earlier, but I have painted on a cotton shirt. I think it's important to mention it because the fabric you will choose to paint should be able to handle ironing. Also, this whole process took me like half a day because of all the errors and waiting for the drying time. The next time I would make something similar to this, it would probably take less time because of all the experience. Hopefully, if you were looking of how to not make mistakes while painting fabrics with acrylic, I helped, and you will know how to save time and materials. Or if you have looked for a general tutorial or just for an entertaining video, hopefully I achieved that too. So thank you all for watching. Feel free to comment what you liked, what you didn't like, maybe some tips, because probably I did some mistakes, maybe still. If you would like to see something on my channel in the future, some tutorials or other kind of ideas, comment that. Also, don't forget to subscribe because it would really make my year if we could reach 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Make sure to like this video if you enjoyed and maybe share with a friend. If you want more of my content, check out other videos on my channel or check out the socials in the description. And I wish you all great rest of the week, and we will meet next time. Goodbye.